Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. My name is Levi, and on behalf of Reineke Family Dealerships, I would like to welcome you to our tour of the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. If you have any questions during tonight's presentation, please feel free to place them in the comments, and we will be happy to address those at the end. We will see two great versions of the redesigned F-150 very shortly. But first, I would love to introduce our host for the evening, Walter Cook.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm very happy and excited to show off the two new F-150s that we have here in our service drive today. They're totally redesigned in and out. This is my favorite part about my job is showing off new vehicles. Imagine this is you with me tonight and you're picking out your truck for yourself. So I'm going to show you all of the options that are available as if you were picking out, inspecting what you'd like to have on your F-150. First, I'd like to show you the F-150 Limited, totally new design. The Limited is the highest trim level that F-150 has to offer. So it's the most luxurious with the most amount of standard equipment. The new design, Limited F-150 has 22-inch polished aluminum wheels, new LED headlamps, new grills, new bumpers, new interior. Everything about the truck is completely brand new. This truck has a 360-degree camera. You'll see the first thing underneath the Ford oval right here, little camera. It's also got its own little washer outlet. So if it gets dirty, you can hit the windshield washer fluid button and it'll also spray that as well. So it clears it up. My favorite touch about the F-150 is the LED signature lighting and how it goes all the way through down to the bumper. I think it's a really cool feature there. We'll move down the side. The fenders are a little bit wider in the front and rear with a tapered midsection to give it an athletic, aggressive look. The Limited has power deployable running boards. A new feature for 2021, where it wasn't available in the previous generations, is the kick switch. Should open up. Of course, it's not going to do it while I'm live. All right. So there we go. Open them up with the key fob. The nice thing about the boards is that they extend a little bit further back, so it goes into the bed. If you ever need to access anything here, you can step on it and get to the back. There it goes. Kick switch is working. Great. Move on to the back area here. Limited comes standard with a power tailgate with a tailgate step and new clamp pockets. On the key fob, you'll have a button you hit twice. It is going to lower the tailgate for us. On the power tailgate, you also have the new interior, or excuse me, the tailgate work surface. You have your standard and metric rulers embedded into the tailgate. You have spots for your pens, your coffee mug, as well as cell phone in case you need to have it stand in there for a tutorial or a how-to video that you may be watching on YouTube if you're building or assembling something. The number one question I've always received on any tailgate release button on the key fob is, will the tailgate go back up? And I had to hate answering that question because the previous trucks would not go back up. But on 2021, you hit it and it will go back up for us. The latch is in. On the back of the tailgate, you'll have the LED light that emits down onto the trailer hitch. So when you have your trailer you're backing up to, the dynamic hitch assist is a lot easier to see. You can see the little dotted lines in the rear view camera when you're backing up. That's all provided by the camera. It's mounted right here conveniently as well. This truck does have the 360-degree camera. So if you have a fifth wheel, like a camper, you also have a camera up in the top, the center high mount stop lamp that'll shine down into the bed. It makes it easier to hook up to that fifth wheel. We're going to move on to the inside now. The entire interior is completely redesigned. The first thing you're going to notice as soon as you walk inside of this truck is that you're going to have a 12-inch touchscreen in the center stack. Hop in. This touchscreen has some pretty cool features. One of the highlights I want to talk about is the owner's manual. It's no longer in the glove box. It is right here on your touchscreen. Inside of this, you can have different categories, different things you want to search for. If you want to refresh yourself on some information about your truck, especially the service intervals, when to get your services done and what things need to be checked at different mileages, you can check all that. Contacting. Let's go back here. Seats and restraints. Also, there's some pretty cool videos too. So you go inside of this, gives you little how-to videos on what to use and what to look for, demonstrations. If it'll work. Of course, it's not going to work on the live session, but it did previously. Zone lighting is a pretty cool new feature. You can light up everything around the truck if you want. So every zone around the vehicle can be lit 360 degrees. You can control that by turning things off. Let me shut the truck off. There we go. So we can walk outside real quick, Cole, and check it out. I did that because I had the key in my pocket, everybody. So it actually tells you if you leave your vehicle and you have the key left, reminds you that your truck's still running. So around the truck, you'll see the lights on the reverse, the side mirrors. There's also lights underneath the truck. On the back, you have the reverse lamps lit up. You'll have the tailgate LED lighting. The center high mount stop lamp is lit up. The driver's side's lit, and so is the front. You can control those things individually. So if you just want one side to light up, you can go in the truck and you can turn those on and off. Driver assistance features is pretty cool. Auto hold is a new feature for the F-150. You turn this on, has to have the door shut, of course. So what you're doing here is you come up to a stop lamp, a stop sign. You can take your foot off of the brake. And as long as you don't touch the gas pedal, it'll hold the truck for itself. Cruise control is adaptive and also has intelligent cruise control. The intelligent cruise control is brand new for 2021. What this allows you to have is not only is it going to maintain a safe, proper distance from the vehicle in front of you and maintain a proper speed, but it's also going to activate stop and go. So if you're in a traffic jam, the truck will also stop for you and proceed to go when the vehicle's in front of you go. You can turn that on, tolerance limits. You can set different miles per hour. This is set for, you're in an area where it's 55 mile an hour, but everybody's driving 60. I'm not going to endorse that type of behavior of driving, but you can set how many miles an hour over you want to set the cruise for in those type of areas. And the truck will automatically adapt to the speed signs and speed limits around. Lane centering is also a pretty cool feature for the lane keeping system. It'll keep you right in your lane. Later on, the Ford Copilot 360 Assist 2.0 will be activated. It'll be an over-the-air update. This is pretty cool stuff. It's got a little camera right here. I don't know if you can see that, Cole, where my finger's pointing, but there's a camera in there. It's going to monitor your eyes. It's going to make sure that you're visually paying attention to the road in front of you. And on approved highways, the truck will actually drive itself. You don't have to touch the steering wheel. You don't have to touch the brake. You don't have to touch the gas pedal. As long as the truck knows that you're paying attention, you're going to go on that highway and you basically this thing in autopilot, if you will. So that'll be a feature that will be turned on later on over the air via an update when that software becomes available. But the trucks that you get today, if you ordered this truck or bought this truck, that feature, that equipment is already part of the truck, but it just hasn't been turned on by Ford yet. They're still getting some stuff set up with that. Lane keeping system, speed limit assist, blind spot information system, parking aid sensors, reverse brake assist is pretty cool. Driver alert. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, guys, but if you have any questions at all throughout any part of this live session, please put them in the comments. I'd love to answer them at the very end. We'll revisit some areas on the trucks and ask it away. And basically we'll take the camera and put it right as if you're with me in the truck tonight. Checking out the seats on the Limited. It's an Admiral Blue with a gray insert with the diamond stitching. They're very soft, very plush seats, the highest grade materials that you can put in a truck for as far as leather is concerned. They also are heated and ventilated with memory. So depending on what driver is driving the vehicle, there's a special button you can press. It'll set up the seat, set up the pedals, set up the mirrors and the steering wheel to fit that individual for that setting. Also, the seats have massage feature in them. And I shouldn't have shut this off. Let me go turn this back on real quick for us. Go into settings, find the seats, and hit massage. So there's like 5 different settings in here. Full recovery is the most common. But if you can see on the seat, it's showing what sections of the seat are being utilized and flowing. For me personally, this will add about 20 minutes of drive time, so I don't have to stop and stretch and take a break. It actually helps with fatigue. So pretty cool little feature there. Cole, if you don't mind, I'll come over here and show everybody the new LCD touchscreen. I'll have you sit in the driver's seat real quick. This is a pretty cool feature here. Some of the Lincoln S950s, Lariats and up will have this. This is a LCD customizable screen that displays all your information, your tachometer, speedometer, all your gauges are right here. There's menus inside that you can go through, truck information, tire pressures, off-road settings. You probably won't take the F-150 Limited off-road, but the features available to demonstrate, so I'm going to show that real quick. It's going to change a couple of things on the dash. It's going to show you what angles, what pitch you're at, what roll you're at, if you're going off-road, just to keep in mind, just what your limits are and what wheels are being driven, what ones are getting power sent to. Power distribution will tell you which wheels are activated, so you know where you're slipping. Engine information, you'll have your oil life monitor, and that's pretty cool. So some of us will be driving the truck pretty hard. We'll be on the highway a lot. Your oil life may diminish differently than the person who doesn't drive it that very often, or drives around town. So the truck has the oil life minder. Most vehicles do today, but it's a pretty cool display right there. It gives you a nice gauge to tell you when it's time to get your services done. You have some driver assistance features as well. So tire pressure monitoring, off-road situations, power distribution and information, seat belts. This is a pretty cool feature too. So it knows what seat belts, what occupants are fastened. So this truck has 5 seating configurations. It's showing you right there. Right now, nobody has their seat belts on, but if you know there's 4 people in there and there's only a number 3 lit up right there, then you know someone's not fastened. Okay, moving on. Oh, before I shut this off, I almost forgot. The center console shifter. We'll move down here real quick, Cole. Pretty cool feature with this is that it has a fold down feature. Hit this button here. It'll retract and folds flush into the center console. This gives way for the interior work surface of the center console. This truck, unfortunately, does not have that option added to it. It's one of the very few optional equipments on the Limited. But basically, that center console would flip forward, giving you a perfectly flat surface for your laptop, your clipboard, your notes, your notepad, pencils, whatever it may be, your lunch even. Gives you a nice work surface in case you're working out of the truck or you live out of it, basically. So that's a nice little feature for that. Turn it back on, flips back up. All right, I'm going to shut this off. Again, if you have any questions, if you're just tuning in now, don't hesitate to put a comment or a question in the comment section, and Levi will address those at the end, and I'll answer them best I can. All right, so my favorite of the F-150 lineup is the XLT. This truck is also redesigned, of course, with new LED head signature lighting. Some of the things I want to highlight with you guys is all of the Lariat content on the previous generation F-150 and what content is being offered on the XLT as standard equipment as well. This particular truck is an XLT 302A equipment package. It's the most popular, most common F-150 XLT ordered by dealerships, has the best pricing value, perfect for leasing customers, and gives you the most value for your dollar. I'm going to quickly list off the different items that a Lariat F-150 had in 2020, but now the 2021 XLT is going to have today. So the first thing is going to be the Ford Co-Pilot 360 2.0. It's going to have post-collision braking and reverse brake assist. Also, blind spot information system is now standard with this truck. So if you're on the highway, you're not sure if you can merge back over into the lane you came out of, the blind spot information system is going to let you know, hey, it's safe to turn back into your lane. Reverse sensing system. That's a feature that was optional prior, now it's standard. So there's little sensors in the bumper of the truck that is going to beep when you get close to things and let you know what proximity you are to, like a berm or a telephone pole, a building, another vehicle, whatever it may be. Sync 4 with enhanced voice recognition with connected navigation. So this is going to have a cloud-based navigation service that is standard. There's also a built-in navigation service that you can opt in for that is going to stay with the truck for the life of the truck. The connected navigation is cloud-based, meaning you're going to get turn-by-turn directions, active traffic alerts and updates over the air, and it's a trial. It's complimentary service for I believe 90 days when you buy a truck, and then it's a year subscription after that. Ways to get around that, guys, if you don't want to pay for that subscription, is there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is an awesome feature. You can run Google Maps right off your phone, right under the screen of the truck. So don't worry about the connected navigation if you're not wanting to pay for it later on. The 8-inch instrument cluster productivity screen. We'll quickly touch base on that real fast while I'm talking about it. This was stuff that was offered on the Lariat. You'll now have an 8-inch screen between the tachometer and the speedometer there. Pretty cool stuff. It offers a lot more visualization of the gauges and the different features throughout the truck regarding the engine, transmission, different settings. Also, you're going to have the intelligent access push button right here. All you gotta do is just put your foot on the brake, tap the button, start it up. You don't even need to have the key out of your pocket. You can just sit in the truck and it'll start right up for you. The 12-inch center stack touchscreen is also going to be standard on this truck. 110 volt, 400 watt outlet offered right here. House plug, you can run your laptop. You can charge batteries. You can run a crock pot off of the connector there. And then the LED reflector headlamps. That's one of my favorites. Features on the outside is now standard on this truck as well. It used to be only offered on Lariat, 502A content and up. Now you can have it on the XLT. The reason why I'm most excited about the XLT that I have in this service bay tonight is the new engine offering. It's the Power Boost. The Power Boost EcoBoost 3.5 liter V6 is the same EcoBoost engine that we've had for the last 10 years. It's been slightly modified to accept a hybrid electric motor generator, which is mounted between the engine and transmission. This gives you an extra 44 horsepower with the electric motor. Also gives you the ability to have a 7,200 watt generator in the bed, which I'm going to showcase here in just a minute. The nice thing about this hybrid truck is that it's a hybrid, right? You get better fuel economy, more torque, but you don't have to be so scared of it because it's still the same EcoBoost. It's still the same 10-speed transmission. We're just adding a key benefit. You're going to get more torque, you're going to get more towing with it, and a little bit more fuel economy. Moving on to the back is one of the biggest things I would like to showcase tonight, and that is going to be the 7.2 kilowatt generator that this truck has to offer. It's an option with this particular setup. What you can do with this is you can run all the equipment that I have on the tailgate right now simultaneously. You have an air compressor, I have a miter saw, I have a shop vac, and I have a drill battery. This is perfect for the guy who wants to maybe put a fence up over the weekend, or if you're framing a house or doing any type of construction work. But it doesn't really stop there. You can use this stuff for camping. Your family can go out into the woods without having an actual campground. You can run your camper off this truck. Tailgating events. You can have a TV back here. You can have an electric griddle, a microwave, a blender, all running at the same time. Pretty cool stuff. So there's really a pro power on board to everybody with the F-150. This particular one is the highest output, but there's also a 2,000 watt generator available on the gas engines like the 2.7 V6, the 3.5 EcoBoost, the 5 liter V8. On the Power Boost, which I'm showing here, it will come standard with a 2.4 kilowatt system. And then it has an available 7.2 kilowatt, which we have right here tonight. I'd like to demonstrate some of that for you. This here is the Honda generators, 2,200 watts. This truck replaces 3 of these all at the same time. So you would need 3 of these to operate what I'm ready to operate right now. Let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna start the truck up. So part of the tailgate that we have too is those clamp pockets. I'm gonna show those real fast to you guys before I start going. So if you have a circular saw or you're nailing something, on the other truck, it's got the tailgate work surface. This truck, if it had the tailgate stuff, would have that, but they all come standard with the clamp pockets here. Put the clamp in, tighten it down. Other side as well. Makes it easy if you're going to be working on a circular saw at the end. Measure it, cut it. Measure twice, cut once, right, guys? But I have the miter saw here. Move this up. Put my eye protection on. So let's say you're gonna start nailing something. You got your nailer, so you're gonna need your air compressor to turn on, right? Air compressor's running. Pick up the hood. Second. Oh, I gotta shut that off. I turn the actual switches on back here. Come on. Got these gloves on. Now you got a mess made. Be nice to take your shop back, turn it on. Get everything up. While this is all going on, you also got your drill batteries being charged as well. Right here off the bat. This particular setup is going to have 4 120 volt plugs. Each set is going to be 2.4 kilowatts each. And I don't have anything to display at the moment right now, but there's also a 240 volt plug right here. This is going to come in real handy for your campers. Have a dryer run off this. There's actually a guy I was just told about before the video started. There's a guy in Texas because his house is out of power. He's got one of these. He's running certain parts of his house off of this truck. Probably a baseboard heater or something in the room to keep it hot for him. People out in the country, if you have this truck, you don't have a generator and power goes out, you might need something to run your sump pump or your well. So it's a nice thing to have to start the truck up, leave your garage door open, run an extension cord, your sump pump, whatever it may be, start operating on all that. A couple other features about the Pro Power on board that can be useful for anyone, not just your contractor type people or your workers, your construction workers, farmers, but literally anybody can benefit from this feature. So fixing a fence, landscaping, football tailgating, building a deck, neighborhood drive-in. You can run loudspeakers, a popcorn machine, and a projector all simultaneously off this system. Bring my house, even a metal mobile workshop. 120 volt plasma cutter, 120 volt TIG welder, a chop saw, 1.5 horse air compressor, angle grinder, and work light. All those things just mentioned can all be ran at the exact same time, simultaneous use of 7,200 watts. So another cool feature about this is if you're camping or you're doing that tailgating feature, one of the questions you may ask is, how long can I run this for? You can run this system on 7.2 kilowatts up to 32 hours on a full tank of fuel. If you're running 2.4 kilowatts, you can run 85 hours. So like your neighborhood drive-in or your tailgating, you have a full tank of fuel, you're gonna have plenty of fuel to go back home on. One nice feature too is that once the vehicle reaches a 50-mile to empty range, the generator mode will no longer be functional. This prevents you from running all the fuel out of the vehicle while you're camping or off-site somewhere. You can at least have 50 miles of travel to the next gas station. So you're not gonna worry about the truck basically stranding you out there. The truck will also run on and off simultaneously too, because most of the power is drawn from the lithium ion battery that's mounted underneath the bed between the frame rails. So the engine's job is to keep recharging that battery, and the battery is going to supply all the power to all the accessories that you have plugged into the bed. This F-150 also has all that zone lighting I talked about. So if it's dark outside, you have the LED lights in the top there. There's also a button right here that you can turn the LED lights on inside the bed too. Lights everything up real nice. Some other tailgate features. you have your tailgate down, you're hauling some things that extend out. You also have these new clasps on the end here to tie down things too. Also work as a bottle opener. So talking back to that tailgating I mentioned, you can crack a bottle open off that. Levi, do we have any questions in the comment section yet?
Well, first off, thank you so much for these fantastic tours. These F-150s are truly impressive, stylish, sleek, and extremely functional. Walter, I feel like we get all the amenities possible between these two vehicles.
Yes, actually, between the Limited and the XLT 302A, there's a little bit of everything that's on display here tonight. So if there's something that somebody would like to see or have explained a little bit further, I know there's a ton of content that I'm probably missed, such as engine offerings. There's actually 6 engines that the F-150 offers, depending on how it's configured. There's a base 3.3 liter V6. There's a 2.7 liter EcoBoost, a 5 liter V8, a 3 liter V6 diesel, a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and then now we have the 3.5 Power Boost, which is what we have right here in front of us tonight.
Lots of great options. Truly an option for any buyer. We do have one question from Derek, and Derek is inquiring about a tailgate step. Is that option available on the 2021 F-150, Walter?
Yes, it's standard on the Limited, but the tailgate step is an option from XL all the way up through Limited. I can show that real quick over here on the Limited. Let me unlock it here. Calm down. Yeah. So inside the tailgate step, you have it's really sleek, compact design. Also, if you don't have the power gate part of it, there's a spring assist in there as well. So this comes out, stays down. You also have the assistance bar here. And then to put it all back in, there's a couple steps. It has little numbers on it. So 1, 2, and then 3. So we get down on, actually I'll just show you. So pretty easy, not too high up. You can stand on it right here. Pretty sturdy. I'm about 240 pounds, so I'm just bouncing on it. It makes it really easy to get into the bed, walk around, tie things down. You do have the box link clasps inside here. So as I'm walking through, I'm seeing things I may have missed, guys, so I apologize, but you have different tie down points, different areas. This is where the box links will go, so you can tie things down. Coming off the tailgate, pretty nice. This is a non-slip surface here, real abrasive, so your shoes shouldn't slip on it. This comes down, pulls back in, comes up, back hit a button, goes back up.
Fantastic. That tailgate step really allows for great ease of access into that bed, whether you're towing, strapping things down, loading things up.
Absolutely.
Could we get another look at the interior of the Limited one more time, please?
Oh, for sure. Yep, not a problem. Open up the both rear and front door here. Some of the cool features about even, they kind of don't miss anything on there. It might be a little outrageous on a truck, but when you're paying the money for a Limited, you want everything to be top notch. So even like the floor mats have the Limited embossed in there, the Admiral blue on the sides, and even the unique stitching on the pads there. So move on down.
Yeah, fantastic attention to detail. The color scheme is incredible as well. Great complement to the exterior color.
Absolutely. Oh, one of the key interior features that's on all the F-150s is the American flag Easter egg that they put on here. So they want you to know that these trucks are built right here in America, assembled in America, right actually at our Dearborn truck plant in Michigan. One of the features that's on the 302A XLT is that they also include a little road map. I don't know if we can capture this or not. I'm going to turn my camera phone on real quick and help out with this. But if we can see that.
That is fantastic, Walter. Thank you for that. Walter, this
so
is probably one of my favorite.
America Park in here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a little Easter egg thing. One of those things you might not know. It might be like a weird design, but then when we actually pay attention to it, you got the different roads right there in Detroit, Ford Field, Comerica Park. My wife and I like to go see the Tigers play, so we go there often.
Yeah,
pretty cool stuff. And the American flags up there is getting a good shot of that, Cole.
Yeah, absolutely. A great feature to the Ford brand. We do have another question, Walter. Tyler
Perfect.
is asking about the rear fold down console on the XLTs.
Okay, Tyler, what can you be a little bit more specific about is it the rear fold down, like in the back seat, or is he talking about maybe the interior work surface that folds down?
Is there a middle console in the second row, Walter?
Oh, on the Limited there is. Yes. We'll go back to that real fast.
Yeah, let's take a look at the console in the back and the console in the front, because I would love to highlight the ease of use on that front.
Oh, absolutely. So in the back right here, you have your cup holders here. It folds in flush with the back seat. So if you have a fifth passenger, they can sit right here. But if it's just 4 people riding around the day, that's the spots to put some cups. Also spots up here as well, a little extra area for your phone. The back seats of this truck are also heated. There's little buttons here to turn the heat on for there. And a lot of connectivity features where you have USB charging ports. You have a 400-watt outlet in the back, as well as a 12-volt barrel plug. So virtually any electronic that you have, as long as it's not European or anything, can be plugged in and charged. While I'm on this, what comes standard with the trucks that have at least the 400-watt power option, there will be one up front. If it's got a console like this, Levi and Tyler, there will also be one back here and then one in the bed. So there should be about 3 of them. If you have a flip up seating situation where you have a 40-20-40 split bench, there won't be one there because of the seat instead of the console here. So we'll move up front and I'll show the console and all the room that's in there. There's another USB charging port down here. I believe there should be, hope they removed that one, but yeah, there's your USB charging station. See if my phone's on and turn that camera light back on. There we go. Tons of room in there. This nice convenient little tray for your cards, coins, and pens, and anything else that you may have floating around. When the shifter is laid flat, what I was getting at earlier, I apologize for our viewers that this truck doesn't have that feature, but normally there'd be a little button here. You grab onto that, this would lay flat all the way across and provide a pretty cool flat work surface for, like I mentioned earlier, your laptop, tablet, clipboard, notepad, even your lunch or whatever it may be that you want to have sitting down.
Love
this
that.
flow through console also features something else too that I forgot to mention earlier. That would be the wireless charging pad. Just lay your phone on the pad. There, start charging. Pick it up. That's good to go.
Fantastic feature. Now, going back to the consoles, Tyler was able to clarify for us. The current XLTs do not offer only the Lariats or Limited with the back middle.
Correct. Yeah. If the Lariat and the King Ranch, the Platinum and Limiteds will have that little pop down feature for the back seat for different cups and things like that.
Awesome. Thank you for addressing that. That's a great interior color, Walter. Fantastic combination. I love the, what's the color of that?
It's Admiral Blue.
Admiral Blue.
With the gray inserts. And I don't have a camera good enough here to show off the actual detail that's in this leather. You can see so much more quality with it, like up close and actually able to feel it. So unfortunately, I don't have that feature to be able to be displayed through our iPad tonight, but really nice feel to feel of the leather, and just the stitching on it's really cool too. Just sitting in it feels like you're in a Lazy Boy recliner.
Yeah, that white stitching is a great feature. And let's talk about the seats one more time. 10-way power, is that correct?
Yes, 10-way power seats. They have a, well, these are actually the ones that have the active motion. So these particular seats have a little more adjustability. So you have your forward, reverse, you can tilt the front up, you can lift the back, you can recline, moving back or forth. Then this little button right here can change the different areas that you want to adjust. There's 3 different positions that you can adjust the lumbar. So there's a lower lumbar, a mid, and a high. By touching a button here, it turns it on. And you can basically modify the adjustment that you'd like to have. As a matter of fact, while you brought that up, Lee, I'm just going to turn the truck back on because those adjustments can also be done on the touchscreen. Let me go turn this on real quick.
I'm very impressed with how functional the touchscreen is. You have a lot of options, especially in regard to the settings.
We could do a live session just on the touchscreen by itself, and we could probably spend about an hour with just that. So
let's do that sometime, Walter.
Let it fire up here real quick, and then we'll go right to the setting. All right. So seamless too with the touchscreen as well. So it's really fast, responsive. Virtually no lag when you're touching the screen. So right here, driver seat controls. I'm going to select driver, and right now, the high lumbar that I was talking about. Actually, I'm going to see if Cole can feel this. So turn that all the way up. Turn this one all the way up. Then the lower. So there's also 4 more things that aren't adjustable, but they're included with that massage feature. So when I turn the massage on, you have a lower rolling feature, circular cushion. So right here in the very bottom, there's little pads, little air pockets that inflate and deflate that massage your lower thighs and everything, and help keep the juices flowing, if you will. But then also that can be adjusted with the buttons that I was talking about on the side of the seat, but also on the screen too. So you can really fine tune just how this truck feels and to get perfect comfort while you're driving.
This is great. Walter, what is your favorite feature of either of the F-150s that we are seeing tonight?
Honestly, it feels kind of weird to admit this, but I was really skeptical of hybrid technology and just electric driving vehicles in general, because who doesn't love a raw V8 sound and power? But moving forward with today's times, it's actually really cool to see the capabilities that we have. So I would have to answer that question by saying my favorite feature tonight is the Power Boost EcoBoost V6 that we have on display on the XLT, and then all of the features that it has to offer with that 7.2 kilowatt Pro Power on board. That's a game changer, and that's just the beginning. So I can see in the future, higher capacities, more power being added, bigger batteries. I want to touch a little bit or shout out to like the Mustang Mach-E. At first, I was like, no one's going to want to drive that, but then I saw what you can do to one. The GT model that's coming out late summer. The electric stuff is going to take over pretty quick, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat stuff to get behind when you understand the benefits.
Yeah, definitely impressive. Can we get a good look at both trucks, the exterior, one last time, Walter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and Tyler has one more question. Can you touch on briefly the Power Boost package cost versus the standard 3.5, Walter?
Yes, so that is the Power Boost package is approximately a $4,400 option. Maybe it's $4,500. I can check on the sticker for you real quick. And then the EcoBoost is a $2,500 option. Now, keep in mind, Tyler, that the EcoBoost engine has a different cost when you move up in trim level. The EcoBoost is actually standard on the Limited, and then the Power Boost, which is also offered on the Limited, would be the optional upgrade. But on this particular truck right now, the 3.5 Power Boost full hybrid is $4,409 option to have that capability.
Awesome. That is a sharp truck. I love the wheels.
Yes, this is the XLT Sport appearance package. The XLT also has a Chrome appearance package. So the big difference is with the Sport and the Chrome is the Sport has virtually no chrome on it. There's a few things like the F-150 badge and possibly the tailpipe extension on the back. But with the Sport, you're going to have paint matched bumpers. You're going to have carbonized gray wheels. You're going to have carbonized gray F-150 badging on the sides, sports running boards, and the black interior. The Chrome package is going to have chrome bumpers, chrome running boards, chrome wheels. You have 18-inch option and a 20-inch option. And then the interiors, you're going to have a dark slate gray or a Baja tan interior with those.
Fantastic. Yeah, these are two awesome trucks. Thank you for the great walkthrough, Walter. Doesn't look like we have any additional questions at the moment. Those running boards are impressive.
They are, yep.
All right. Well, we definitely appreciate everybody's time this evening. On behalf of Reineke Family Dealerships, thanks for spending your evening with us. We hope that you enjoyed our tour of the 2021 Ford F-150. If you have any questions regarding this evening's tour or either of the trucks that we discussed, please feel free to give us a call at any of our Reineke Ford locations in Fostoria, Findlay, Tiffin, or Lima. We are always happy to help. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And you can view our great selection of new and pre-owned inventory at www.reinekefamilydealerships.com.